I call the member for Riverina.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. The National Disability Insurance Scheme is a complete shambles at the moment. It's on Labor's watch, and something must be done to restore and fix this broken system. It is one of the most important things that we as a parliament have in place, and that is to look after our most vulnerable people, but we are letting them down. And the Labor government stands condemned for its new pricing payment system, which came into effect on 1 July. Now, this affects NDIS providers and clients, particularly in regional Australia. No point writing to the minister, the member for Hindmarsh. You'll get a letter back from his Chief of Staff. I should not know his Chief of Staff's name, but he's the only one I ever get a letter from when I write to the minister's office, and that is a disgrace. Write instead, if you are a member of parliament, to Senator Jenny McAllister. She will at least respond, and I've at least got some faith in her ability to fix any issue which I take to her. And that is a great shame, and it's on the minister's head. But don't just take my word when I say that the NDIS is in a mess. Take the words, indeed, from constituents of mine, such as Patricia Veeney and her son Michael. He's 34. They live in Cowra. She says that I believe this scheme was introduced to help people who need it with choice and control and reasonable and necessary. They've taken choice away, leaving us with no control, and it is not reasonable and necessary. And she says that living in rural and remote areas of Australia presents unique challenges, particularly with people with disabilities who rely on the NDIS. But when you've got the travel component being taken virtually away from people who are our most vulnerable, it is going to leave them without allied health help, without podiatry, without speech therapy, without physiotherapy, and it's simply not good enough in this day and age. Diana Martin and her son Grant Kane, he's 43. He lives in a group home in Cowra as well. Grant's occupation therapist has contacted Diana to say they can't work with Grant anymore because the NDIS has cut funding for travel. It's simply not good enough. These people need our help. These people were getting our help, and these people have been taken off that help by the Labor government. The Labor government which does not care about regional Australia, and it's simply not good enough. They should be caring at least for those vulnerable people who live in regional Australia who can't help themselves. These people are suffering. They have disabilities, and they have had that help stripped away because of the selfishness, because of the cruel and callous contempt that they have been shown by this government. And it's simply not good enough. And regional people are demanding better. They are demanding that people who have disabilities should be looked after. Now, we've got Georgie Butt, who's a sole trader. Teach me speech pathology. She says that she looks after towns, Cootamundra, Harden, Temora. My entire speech pathology service is delivered via mobile therapy, with each client requiring myself to travel at least 27 to 67 kilometres, 30 minutes to an hour. This is what she says. Due to recent NDIS travel price cuts, I've had to absorb 50% of travel costs. If I stopped travelling to clients, I would have no clients, as my service relies entirely on reaching families in their communities. So either she absorbs the costs or she doesn't go and help the people who need treatment, as she's done in the past. And Georgie is very good at what she does. And then, of course, we've got Donnelly Gregory, a director of physiotherapists at Kids I Can, Wagga Wagga. And she too has been left high and dry. These changes will have a significant impact in regional areas where providers often travel large distances to support their clients. We value the impact of supporting children in natural environments and have continued to provide these supports. But they can't keep, that's what she says, but they can't keep providing the supports if it's going to cruel their business. And it's not only cruelling their business, it's cruelling the people who rely on the support. Australia's most vulnerable, people who live in rural, regional and remote Australia, and it's on Labor's watch. They've turned a blind eye to these people. Shame on them. Authorised by Michael McCormack, the National Party, Wagga Wagga.